It appears we are live. What's up, everybody? It's G Mr. Drew here to welcome you to another episode of the Andrew Glowczewski Experience. This is going to be episode 251. And let's adjust this real quick. We are going to continue prop studies, the Firearms edition, shotgun edition, third set of shotguns. And yeah, this one shouldn't be as much, where I had like 6 and 5 different versions of the previous two shotguns. This one only has like 3 or 4, but this one's actually like a hunk of metal, like most of the weapons that we worked on, so it's actually pieced apart. I can actually do what I originally set out to do with this one, which is super interesting. And it'll probably be about the only amount of time that I have the string for today. We'll see. And to be able to break that down, you're actually going to see me break it down just because I started this stream before getting to it. Hold on. Just like I'm always checking my... Just like I'm starting to watch along with my own streams. I got the laptop over in front of me just to keep an eye on my my own work here. Yeah, I definitely need to get a new light. This stuff is super dark lately. I wonder if just getting an LED and throwing it into the fixture, if that's going to serve me well. But anyways, let's get into it. I got Teching 101 talking about the Viver card that came out last week. And after that, I think it's the Bad Friends podcast. So I'm gonna let that rock while I work. So let's get started.
But 50 years ago, when Rook and the Rumbar Pirates were still sailing around, rocks could have still have been like the height of power.
So this one's gonna have
at that moment, okay? And if we go back 50 years, that means Kaido would have been 9 at that point. That's actually kind of funny. Like, technically speaking, when Rook was with the Rumbar Pirates, if they ran into the rocks crew, Kaido would have been 9 at that point. Maybe Rook could have had a shot at actually killing Kaido back then. So,
3 muzzles.
but he was 21 at God Valley when Big Mom gave him the mythical zone, the Uenomi model as your dragon, and then that's where he got those powers. And then we don't really know anything else from the time frame in between. At that point, 21 is the same age that Zoro and Sanji are right now, so I'm sure he had no problem, forming his own crew after that, what would later become the Beast Pirates, and he began this plan. Now, remember, he didn't really go into Wano until about somewhere around maybe like 25 to 30 years ago, because that's when Odin left 30 years ago, and everything was fine when he left Whitebeard, and then he came back around 26, 25 years ago during Roger's journey, and that was when the factory started popping up. So it was somewhere around there. So there was a good 10 years or so where Kaido was not in Wano, not involved with anything.
Yeah, so I can throw.
He was just building up his own crew. So talk about that maybe later. We'll probably
Body here. I could throw this scope here.
And next we have his height, which is 7.1 meters. Big Mom's is, I think, 8.8 meters. So yes, Big Mom is bigger than Kaido. There was a question there, because a lot of times it seems to change.
3 muzzles here, since the muzzles and the noses are conjoined.
Maybe when Kaido goes into his hybrid dragon form, maybe he's a little taller, about the same height as Big Mom. Obviously, he's bigger when he goes into his full dragon. We don't get a height for that or anything like that. But yeah, canonically, he is shorter than Big Mom is, okay? So now let's talk about the All-Stars a bit, all right? So like I said, I don't think we get anything new involving Jack, but we have King and Queen's information, all right? So the most important thing about King right away is his bounty. We found it out here in the Beaver
And
card.
what else?
You might be wondering, this is kind of big information. Why are we finding it
3
out in the
clips.
Beaver card?
There's 1, 2, 3 that way.
Obviously, we understood King had over $1 billion, but probably less than Luffy's, because Luffy has 1.5, and he's considered,
And then I could even just throw the stocks up here, so I can divide them this way.
He probably wouldn't be called a fifth emperor because he's already working for somebody else who is an emperor, right? But no, King's bounty is 1,390,000,000, and compared to Queen's bounty, not as high as I thought it was going to be for King. You know, with Queen being at like 1.32, I thought King was going to at least be 1.4 or higher, right? Even if you want to say it was like just south of Luffy's bounty, maybe if King's bounty was like instead of 1.39, it was 1.49. I'd be like, okay, that makes sense.
All right.
But no, it is only it's only
So cool.
70 million higher than
There's
Queen.
the
So
plan.
although their heights are remarkably
Now
similar,
let's just
King is
execute.
613 centimeters tall. Queen is 612 centimeters tall. So King is just like
And
slightly better than Queen. Maybe
I gotta
that's why they
straighten up
have
my
that
camera.
rivalry sort of like back and forth, you know, relationship.
Now that
As
I'm
the
back on the
reason
right
for
side of
like
the
targeting,
page.
maybe that's the reason that exists there because their bounties and their heights are so close. But yeah, now a couple of things we did find out about King. The first thing,
Are we looking? Is
we
this
sort of
good?
assumed this, but it is just thrown out there right away.
Yeah.
King is referred to
This
as
will
the
work.
right-hand man of Kaido of the Beasts. All right, so you know, like because King is the highest rank right below Kaido, we just assumed that he was the second in command or the vice captain of the Beast Pirates. But you just never know. But it was explained here. People have thrown out, well, because they're like hard suits, you know. So we have like a Jack, a Queen, and a King. Maybe Yamato would have been the ace if Yamato would have like been okay with like Kaido's rules and everything like that, would have properly joined the crew. Yamato would have been the ace, and maybe Yamato would have been the vice captain. But that's not how that went with her. So instead, it's King that is directly below Kaido in terms of authority. You will respect King's authority, right? And so he's got that going for him. And because of that, he was actually present 2 years ago. Remember that moment that was never really addressed after that one moment, just offhandedly, when Kaido was apparently heading toward Marineford, to stop the, well, not stop the war, but like attack Whitebeard while he was busy attacking, Marineford. And then Shanks showed up and stopped him, and it was just mentioned in whatever. And then Shanks shows up to Marineford pretty much completely unscathed, ready for a fight with the Marines. So it seemed to imply there that like Kaido was on his way, Shanks showed up and did something that was so impressive, so powerful, a display of Shanks's might, that the battle ended really without really a battle at all, right? So we were still wondering about what was up with that, and I threw out the idea maybe it wasn't even.
I wasn't so lucky. Invisible.
Maybe it was just one of the Tobiropo or one of the All Stars that arrived there, and it just represented Kaido's fleet, right? And then Shanks showed up, and they're like, "Screw this," and then they just left. But no, Kaido was there as well as King. So Kaido and King 2 years ago were on their way to Marineford. Shanks rolled up, said, "Hey, you're not doing that. I'm going to Marineford. You're staying right there. You're going back to Wano," and they listened. All right, still no explanation there. And since they went out of their way to say that King was there, maybe Queen was not. So it was just King and then Kaido himself, and then maybe some other really powerful like headliners or whatever. But the rest of the All Stars, maybe some of the Tobiropo came along, but it doesn't say so in the card. But yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what Shanks did. It's possible that Shanks really could have just, because Kaido's not an idiot. Shanks could have said this. He could have said, "Hey, listen, Kaido, you want to go to Marineford to fight Whitebeard. Well, here's the deal. If you want to get to Marineford, you're going to have to fight me and my red-haired crew first. All right? Now, you might win. You might lose. We're both Yonko. It'll be an epic fight for sure. But here's the thing, Kaido. Even if you win and you were able to kill me and all my crewmates, okay, we're not going to go down without a fight. It's going to be a rough battle. So I'm telling you, like, if you win, do you think then you would still be in good enough condition to roll up to Marine HQ and deal with Whitebeard, as well as the Marines that are going to be there too? Once again, you might win, but after fighting us, it might not go too well because we're not just going to let you go, right? And so Kaido's not an idiot, so he'd be like, "Well, damn it, why did you have to be here, red hair?" And it's like, "Hey man, I have my own agenda. I have all stuff going on here. I have a whole thing." And so Kaido was probably just like, "Oh, all right." And there might have been a clash. There might have been like Kaido took out his Kaneko, like, "Damn it!" And then Shanks took out Griffin, and boom, they like clashed right there for a moment. And then Kaido just whatever, and then he just turned around and went back to Wano. "I got more important stuff to do tonight, like drink." And then he leaves. Okay, and then King was just there. Maybe King did because he, accepted Kaido as very strong. He was impressed with Kaido's strength, and so that's why he decided to join and rose to the ranks of being Kaido's right-hand man. Okay, so right there, that's King. A little bit into his personality. Also, he's 47 years old. I don't know if I mentioned that. He's 47, which actually makes him younger than Queen. Going into Queen now, though, is a good transition. Queen is 56 years old. And I'm telling you what, that is perfect with the theories that I had involving Queen and Judge and Mads and everything like that. So, as I said, Judge was already confirmed to be 55. I kept saying Queen was roughly around the same age, and he is. So he's 56 years old. So if Judge and Queen are about the same age, only 1 year of difference, Vegapunk might be in his 70s or 80s right now. And so, like, 30 years ago, or maybe even longer, when Queen and Judge were both teenagers or in their early 20s, that's when they were scientists working for Mads, working under Vegapunk. Vegapunk might have been like in his 30s, 40s at that point, depending on the timeline. And then the government shut them down. Vegapunk went to go work for them. Judge and Queen left. Judge went to the Germa. Queen went to join Kaido. It doesn't really say how Queen joined Kaido or anything like that, but it's probably something similar where Queen's scientific expertise might have reached Kaido's ears, and he's like, man, I could use a scientist to make a bunch of giants. Yeah, let's do that. And so maybe that's what happened there with Queen. But yeah, other than that, his bounty is 1,320,000,000. We already knew that.
Sorry, someone's
Centimeters.
texting me. I'm
Let's
just
see.
responding to them.
We have the numbers in the
Stuff
Tokyo
about
Ghoul. Let's talk about
NFTs and
Yamato. So the only thing that's really Yamato was revealed to have observation hockey, and we already obviously know Yamato knows armament as well as conquerors, as we just found out from the last chapter. So I don't think that's everybody knows. Like if you know conquerors and armament, you obviously know observation. But I think it wasn't expressly shown before. So Yamato has observation. And also Yamato's gender was revealed to just be female with no extra information. I brought this up in the review, but if Oda really wanted to make it clear that Yamato was in the same situation as Okiku, like transgender, Yamato could say biologically female, but identifies as male. So the precedence was there. Oda could have made that clear if that was the case, but he did not. So that clearly means that that's not the direction that Oda is taking with Yamato's character. However, also with that, Morley's card was, I believe, the same as Okiku's. Identifies as female but biologically male. So that's the situation with Morley as one of the commanders of the Revolutionary Army, but with Yamato, not so much. So yeah, other than Yamato's gender as well as the observation hockey thing, nothing really new revealed with Yamato. We got to see her in the last episode though, pretty cool introduction, and we have the moment where she shows up and knocks out Ulti. So moving on to that in the anime, it's so weird because it's like that moment in the manga, it doesn't seem like it happened that long ago. It was about a year ago, but it doesn't seem that long ago, right? So it's already happening in the anime. Time flies. But yeah. So that's Kaido, Yamato, and the All-Stars, and as well as Appu. So let's move on to the Tobiroko here. So let's just go down the bounty list really quick. Who's bounty is 546 million. Sasaki's bounty is 472 million. Black Maria's is 480 million. Ulti's is 400 million even, and Page One's is 290 million, which makes it from lowest to highest. Page One, then Ulti, then Sasaki. I thought Usu and Sasaki would be at the top there, but no, it goes Page One, Ulti, then Sasaki, then Black Maria at 480 million, and then Usu has the highest bounty out of all of the Tobiroko at 546 million. So higher than Luffy's bounty. His last bounty before he was 1.5 billion, right? So that's still very, very impressive there. It was also revealed that Usu and Sasaki both had their own respective pirate crews, just called the Who's Who Pirates and the Sasaki Pirates. What's odd is that Sasaki was the captain of the Who's Who Pirates, and Who's Who was captain of the Sasaki Pirates. Really strange, but that's how it works. Actually, I'm kidding. It was just as you say, not very creative pirate names. Oda really did seem like, all right, well, Who's Who was the captain of the Who's Who Pirates. Sasaki was the captain of the Sasaki Pirates. I don't have time for this. I have other stuff to draw. Like right there. Sasaki was the captain of the Tricera Pirates. I don't know. Okay, but no. We also get their titles here, like what they went by, right? And so Sasaki was known as Overflowing Sasaki because he drinks a lot of booze. So there you go. Probably not as much as
are
Kaido,
we
but still drinks a lot of booze. And Who's Who's was a
not
little
straight?
confusing because
What's going on
originally
here?
it was Drop It. Like Who's Who's title was just Drop It Who's Who. And I guess because he talks a lot, so it's like just drop it already. Some Who's Who the Splash or Who of the Droplets is another version. This guy's name, every name he's associated with is really unusual, right? First off, his name is just Who's Who, which, I'm trying to get used to that, but, when it was first revealed, it was like, that's really his actual, okay. I mean, it's not his real name, but that's what he's going by. He probably can't go by his real name anymore because the government's looking for him. He might not, oh, there's the fruit fly. I don't know if you saw it, but it just came by there. I don't even know if Who's Who even knows his real name, though, because he was raised as an assassin of CP9. He might not even have a name. He was basically an orphan, and the government might have given him a name, but yeah. So it's Who of the
Oh.
Droplets. It's a reference to him talking a lot. Now, he has a subdivision of his crew working for Kaido as well, and they're just called cats. So just like with Sword and Mads, we have like all capital letters, like it's an acronym for something, just cats. So I don't know if they're going to star in like a play, like Cats the play, or whatever, but that's the title, and they all wear cat outfits. We've already seen them before, just former members of Who's Who's crew. And I'm assuming the armored division, the armored corps that work under Sasaki were maybe also former members of the Sasaki pirates when he joined up as well. Who's Who was born in the North Blue, which is like kind of the strongest sea. That's where like Doflamingo was and the Germa is and everything. So he was born in the North. Also, his birthday, and I don't usually bring up birthdays because they're not really relevant, except for your birthday. If you were born today on September 7th, happy birthday to you. But as for Who's Who's birthday, it's March 15th, and that's the Ides of March. That was the date, purportedly that Julius Caesar was assassinated, I believe, in like 44 BC or something like that. And it's typically a day of like unluck or a day where you have to worry about like being betrayed or whatever. And so the fact that Who's Who was a former member of Cyberpol that was essentially betrayed by the world government, or maybe he betrayed the world government. I'm assuming, he didn't plan on losing the Gumu Gumu no Mi, so the government was like, you're our top assassin, Who's Who. We can always count on you for anything. Guard the Gumu Gumu no Mi. We trust you 100%. He's like, okay. And then he loses it to Shanks. And he's like, hey, guys, I'm sorry. I lost the Gumu Gumu no Mi. But, like, Shanks was the one that attacked me. But, hey, if you give me some more manpower, we can rally together. We can fight back. I know you trust me. I know I'm your top assassin. You lost the Gumu Gumu no Mi in the prison cell with you. And so Who's like, wait, what? I thought I was your top assassin. Wait, what? And just like thrown in the cell. So that's the situation where maybe
Whoops.
that's the reference because he was born on the Ides of March. All right. But yeah, let's see. Sasaki, nothing really crazy with him. Black Maria. It was revealed that okay, she has the second highest bounty, which kind of leads to some stuff. Also, she was born in Wano. Now, we're getting a little bit of a picture of the backstories of each of the Tobi Roko, alright? So Who's Who grew up in the North Blue, and he was a member of CP9, probably since he was a little kid, just like Lucy and Jabra. I think him and Jabra are actually the same age, 38 years old. Then we have Sasaki, which we don't know too much about him, but he did head up his own pirate crew at one point, and then merge with, Kaido. Sasaki might have been a member of the Supernovas like a few years back, maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. He was part of the Supernovas that arrived at Sabaody, and he had dreams to take on the New World, but he ended up just joining Kaido. Maybe it was something there with Sasaki. Ulti and Page One's backstory we found out about in the Beaver cards. Their father died, and their father was a pirate. Kaido knew him, so that's why he accepted them into the crew. Drake's backstory we already know a little bit. He was raised by Diaz Barrels, also in the North Blue, funnily enough. But then we have Black Maria. Black Maria was born in Wano 29 years ago, and she has the second highest bounty. So that leads to some questions. Also, she's very tall. I don't think it was revealed like she's ancient giant or anything. She might have ancient giant blood in her. Kind of the same situation with Kaido and Yamato as well, with the horns and everything. So possibly. But yeah, this makes me think because yeah, she has a bounty, but she was probably raised most of her life in Wano, unless like at the same deal with Jack. Jack I think was like 8 years old when he joined Kaido's crew. Might have been a similar situation with Black Maria. At that young age, she joined up as sort of like the apprentice of the Beast Pirates alongside Jack, maybe. And then so went out into the world with her own ship and her own fleet, and that's why she has such a high bounty. Also, she's very very cruel, and ability too. So there's a lot of stuff Black Maria really has going on for her. But also, she's a giant spider lady that can cause illusions and stuff and light things on fire. And so yeah, I can see why she has a pretty high bounty there. But being born in Wano, that's an interesting one. All right, and I think the only thing left to discuss here is well, actually two things. One is Tenguyama Hitetsu. So when these Vibra cards first came out, it was originally listed, I believe, Tenguyama's age was 56. That was incorrect. They actually had to correct that on Twitter, and it was actually 81. Now, why is this important?
Whoa.
Well, it might not be, but obviously Tenguyama
That's
looked
a lot.
older. He didn't look like in his 50s. I mean, I know he's wearing the Tengu mask and everything, but he seemed older than that. So no, he's 81, and Tenguyama has the same voice actor as Sukiyaki, Odin's dad. What does this mean? Well, it might not mean anything, but then again, it's like, hey, Matt, you don't think the anime would spoil something so obvious? From the track record, we've been having, like, Tenguyama is Sukiyaki. I'm just rolling with it. He survived somehow. He survived the disease. Maybe Orochi was about to kill him, and he managed to escape, and he recovered from his disease because basically Orochi was poisoning him. So after he escaped, he lived in exile. He eventually found the cure for the poisoning, and he was able to just fight through it. He's Odin's father, after all. I think he was able to survive it. Also, he was referred to as the miracle child when he was born. So as long as he could have gotten away, he might have recovered. And then he lived out in basically exile, hiding himself as Tenguyama. The only thing there is that I don't know about that because Tenguyama also was the one that made the Sandai Kitetsu and the Ame no Habakiri. No, I guess that wouldn't work. Yeah, because if he's the one that made the Ame no Habakiri to present to Sukiyaki for Odin. So that would, okay, I guess that wouldn't work. Damn it. All right, but I did see people saying that they shared the same voice actor and it's about the same age. So yeah, I was going to go along with it, but I just realized that. So no, I'm guessing that Tenguyama though was a good friend with Kozaburo because they were both swordsmiths and stuff. And maybe Sukiyaki's brother or something. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I mean, Suki, well, no, because he was the miracle child. He was the only child of the former shogun. That's why it was such a big deal. So I guess he didn't have any siblings. So yeah, I don't think Tenguyama is Sukiyaki now. That was a big twist of a theory. Like he's Sukiyaki, 100%. Oh wait, no, he's not. Okay, moving on. And then the last thing to bring up is Hacha. So Hacha, number 8 of the number, one of the numbers we find out about here, any like new information. So Hacha is 188 years old, which is not unusual for giants, because giants can live, just normal giants, up to 300 years, and he's an ancient giant, or like a genetically modified, like artificial ancient giant, so he might even live longer than that. But he's 188 years old, and he's 6,680 centimeters tall, so 66 meters, which puts him right around the height of Ors and Ors Jr.
All
Actually, I
right.
think a little bit taller than Ors Jr., right around it. Yeah, 219 feet, and he was born on Punk Hazard, which it was already explained the numbers were created there. I mean, it might have been a situation like the Nomu for My Hero Academia, where there's like a human base, or maybe they captured an actual giant or humans as the base for the DNA or the lineage factor, and then just through all these scientific experiments, Vegapunk was able to create actual like ancient giants through that base code or whatever. Or they could have been clones, or they could have been like Ors. Maybe they found the flesh of an old ancient giant and made one out of that, like some kind of cloning
There
tech
we
or something
go.
is possible. But yeah, just some information on Contra there. So I think that's everything. Might be missing a few things here in the Vibra cards, so let me know. But yeah, some information is pretty cool there. But you know what's some more cool information? That's right. We're going along with it still. Bat facts. So moving on over to that. No, 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 bat facts. No, 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 bat facts. Bat facts. Facts about bats. Okay, so remember how last time I said that there was roughly 1,000 species of bat out there? Well, the number is actually closer to 1,300 species of bat, but that's not the bat fact. Out of those 1,300 species of bat, give or take, there are only 6 bat species that have pure white fur. Okay? And that is what we're going to be talking about today. The Honduran white bat. It's a microbat. It's very tiny, and as the name implies, they're native to Honduras as well as Panama and Costa Rica. And they're just little tiny
Hey,
puffballs
Panama.
that just literally make tents out of leaves during the day. So they find a big leaf and they kind of chew the leaf apart with their teeth and kind of make like a perfect little home, like a little tent. And then they bundle together, they cuddle together underneath that leaf, and then during the night they go out and they hunt. And they're very specific frugivores, I guess, where they only eat pretty much one type of fruit. It's a variety of fig that can be found in that area. And they also have a very interesting like horn kind of coming out of their face, which is actually part of their nose. But yeah, that's the Honduran white-backed, very adorable, very tiny little cotton puffball that's like floating around and we're flying around in the Honduran jungles. So there's that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this bass fact. I got more for you. Don't worry about it. This will be Teching and Barry signing out. Later, everybody.
Asian dude. You two are disgusting. Oh, bad friends.
Who's back from Hawaii? Who's back from spending
You
too much
partied
time
hard
over
over
there?
there,
You
too.
did, dude. I heard you raged, huh?
Party hard, huh?
Yeah, tough guy.
Huh? Who's a tough guy?
Did you get tan, tough guy?
Yeah. Look at him. Superwoman. Good. Dun, 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 dun. Superwoman.
So brown. Wow, you had some fun. I saw on the internet how much fun you had.
Yeah.
Did you love Hawaii or what?
I want to move there.
You want to move to
Why
Hawaii?
you doing, baby?
What job are you gonna get in Hawaii?
Yeah.
I don't know, a lifeguard.
A
Oh, they
life-
pay well.
Oh, they
You
do.
could buy a house with a lifeguard.
Buy anything you want if you're a lifeguard.
Yeah.
Can you save people?
I'll try.
You'll
Yeah.
try. Look at this. This is
What's this?
This is Jules at the party. Someone sent this. This was at the party in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Everyone's having a good time, and Rudy Jules.
First of all, who the fuck sleeps like that?
That's insane.
Yeah, to sleep like that.
Do you always sleep like that on your stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it like a thing you did when you were a little kid or something? When you were like a baby, maybe?
Maybe.
You've always thought
Maybe
that way?
the before life, you were a turtle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you want to move to Hawaii. What did you do? You went deep sea scuba surfing?
You guys
swimming?
saved the
Swimming?
turtle, no?
Dude, you saved a turtle?
They saved the turtle.
We saw monk seal, dolphin, and kept.
Was it meditating? How do you know it's a monk?
Because of the clouds.
Huh? Was there a temple? I don't. Was there a
There was
candle
a
being lit?
Buddha.
He was like, oh, oh.
Yeah. So they're called monk seals?
Yeah.
I wonder why. Are they peaceful?
Yeah, they're very peaceful.
Is that what it is?
They don't fight. They used to be violent. The regular seals are violent,
Right.
and monk seals don't.
Oh.
So they're Buddhists. Wait, there was a video of you online where you went diving, and you stayed underwater for like a good 2 minutes.
No.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
You can hold your breath for a long time. I was actually surprised. And then you went kind of in a little cave. Was that scary?
No.
See, that would give me so much
No,
panic.
but Kalila and them, they're real sea people.
Well, yeah, the islands. They're islands.
No, that even beyond that, I think genetically they're just sea people.
You think you were born in the sea?
Yeah. I'm a land guy, for sure.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, I'm a land guy.
You're a land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep
No,
land.
Deep
Yeah,
highland.
Highland, not even highland.
You should move to the highlands.
Maybe.
You don't like the water.
No, but they made me go in there before.
Do you dive down?
I try. What I'll do is I'll go. I'm gonna do it, and then when I see them at the bottom,
Yeah.
I'm already back in the car. You know what I mean? So I'll go deep.
Yeah.
Deep. They're in the bottom. I'm in the car playing some game on my phone. yeah.
That reminded me when you dove down and you were, it was like in slow motion. It made me, it reminded me of, or made me feel how long the guy in Octopus Teacher used to hold his breath for. You watched that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then 2 nights in a row, in Octopus.
Good. It makes it
So
tastier.
good.
It makes it tastier.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We went to the Korean barbecue place that you suggested, and we had,
Did you do it with Chosan?
yeah, we did, and we had 2 kinds of octopus, and then because I was with my friend Emmy, you know Emmy,
Yeah.
yeah, from the movie, you
Yeah.
know Emmy? She asked for this thing. It's like a octopus potato pancake. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but do you know? Have you ever had that? Wow.
Did you like that Korean restaurant?
So good.
Did you like that Korean restaurant?
Yeah, what are you talking? It was so
The best.
good.
Yeah.
Korean barbecue is genuine
One of the best.
up there of my favorite meals.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Thank you.
Because I love that they tell you what different kinds of meat, and she cooks it at different temperatures. I love
Thank you.
that.
Finally.
The only thing I don't like
Is the people.
is the people.
The people are annoying.
No, the only thing I didn't like of all the Korean stuff was I don't like the macaroni salad, the side bowl
Why?
thing. I don't like mayonnaise.
Okay.
Yucky. That's like
But they do that a bunch of different places, no?
I know the kimchi was good.
Yeah, yeah.
The pickles, the spicy pickles.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff was so good.
But-
I love Korean barbecue.
I do
man.
too.
Take me.
Whenever I see, and I, maybe you can take this the wrong way, but
Take it.
the truth is that if I see it like that, the movie The Cove, where the dolphins are being slaughtered in that bay,
Yeah.
I get hungry for dolphins.
Dolphin fin
It's
soup.
really weird. It's like
I mean,
get hungry. Yeah.
look at all that.
Look at all that. You could just put that into a soup. You scoop it from the bay,
Right.
boil it, right there.
Or you learn how to cut a hole.
It really is sad. Have you seen that documentary?
It's not that sad.
No, it's really sad.
It's really sad.
But you know what?
I don't like hurting
But
dolphins.
here's my argument though.
But you can hurt a lot of other things.
When they say dolphins are the smartest sea mammals,
They are.
right?
They have sex for fun.
Then why? Like for me, it's like if I'm swimming into a bay and it's blood, there's blood.
Yeah.
I'm going the other direction. Like it's like walking down an alleyway and you see blood in an
You see a
alleyway.
guy getting stabbed.
Yeah, would you not?
He's like, go the other way.
yeah.
Just keep
Would
walking
you
towards
walk the other way?
100%.
So how bright are they really?
Well, they're going to save their friend. They want to know what is he okay?
Yeah.
They're
Can they do a different noise? Yeah, I don't like the. Yeah, do a different noise.
yo. What do you want
don't
to
make it,
sound?
don't make it. Don't make it. urban.
Hey man. Why? It's not. How's that urban?
All right, maybe they.
man.
Maybe they won't. Hey man, that hurts, dog.
Hey, wait, what's that dog? So you don't have dog.
It's a dog.
A dog is killing you.
yeah, that's why I said.
Hey
dog.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know. They do need a different noise. Do your dolphin? That's really
That's
good.
That's,
Wow, that was really
Well-
good.
guess what? Don't laugh. Who'd you swim with?
Dolphins.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You swam with dolphins?
And there was a baby.
Can you stand on their nose? Can they push your feet? Right? Isn't that what they do?
Yeah, but we
I did that in Mexico one time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
I was
swim
a-
with them. You know what I do?
Yeah.
I ride them.
You get on top.
Oh, they let me. They'll stop right now, and I'll get on their back, right?
Did you do
What?
the roll?
Well, that's how I get locked into the seat.
You ride it backwards?
Yeah, you gotta lock in. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get locked in. Yeah. But dolphins are fun to ride. But anyway,
Wait. Tell me how you rode. Did you hold on to the fins?
Yeah.
You held on to the fin. And it's 2 dolphins, right?
Yeah.
In Mexico, I know this was illegal. I know
Yeah.
this was wrong. In Cabo one time, or wherever we were, the guy was like, he's like, okay, you push with your foot. You put your foot off his mouth, he push you. And I was like, oh really? That's not gonna hurt? He's like, no, it's okay.
yeah.
And then I slammed my foot like against its face.
Why?
No, not on purpose,
Yeah.
but like to get in there.
Yeah. Imagine a pale red foot being pressed against your face. How insulting.
Oh, by the way, and then I had to put on all this sunscreen, and the dude was like, no, you can't get it in the water. It's bad for the dolphin. And I was like, I have to have it. He's like, no, maybe a little bit. And I was like, okay. Like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I get in. He's like, oh, it's bad. And as soon as I get in, the oil, you can see it pool on the top of the water.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's gonna kill the dolphin. He's gonna die.
Yeah.
So he's dead now, dude. I killed a dolphin. I rode him on the nose, and I dipped my shit in there, and now he's dead.
Let's do a positive.
Sorry, he's alive.
Good.
Nah, he's dead, dude. He went to the cove.
Yeah, I drank my I have a story that people don't believe that I did because
Yeah.
they think, well, how dumb are you, right? And but that's why I'm afraid to tell the story because it doesn't seem like it's real.
What did you do?
So I was with Kalila, and we were in a Hawaiian trip, but then we ran into a school of jellyfish. So then I had bumps from the top of my head down to my feet.
Wait, you swam into it?
Yeah.
You didn't see it?
Well, they're translucent.
It's a school. You can see a lot of them.
I don't open my eyes when I'm in the water.
You don't?
No, I'm like, I get scared.
You
I have
open
to
your eyes
focus.
underwater?
Yeah, we wear a mask.
Yeah, I didn't wear a mask.
Oh, you shoot
I was just like,
Uh,
and But everyone ran into him.
Like you, Kalila.
Everyone, right?
Yeah.
So we were with these two white dudes, and they're like ocean photographers.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones with the abs.
Hot guys.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, hot guys.
It's actually hot guys.
Like surfer bros.
Right. So we were all standing around. They're like, I go, I'm so itchy. I was like, we're all itchy, dude. Just urine. Right.
You have to pee on yourself.
But I didn't know. So what they do? They pulled their dicks out.
These guys?
Yeah, and they started peeing into a cup.
Drink it.
Well, that's what happened. So what happened was,
No.
yes.
No.
So I go, oh, I'm not gonna do anything with you guys. I'm just gonna go behind. So I went behind like a tree,
Mm-hmm.
and I peed in the thing, and then I drank it.
No.
And then when I came back, I saw them putting it on their body, and I go, oh, it goes on the body? And they're like, what'd you do with it? I go, no, I came out. You know what I mean? So we didn't do it.
It's in the body.
It's in the body. Now when I tell that story, yeah, I told that story on stage, and no one believed me.
I mean, I believe it. Knowing you, I
Do you
believe it.
believe it?
Yeah, by the way. Yeah. I saw someone get out of the water with a jellyfish sting, and it was so bad one time. It was huge. It like welted up their body. You're lucky
Yeah.
you didn't get
Well, the manta ray. What's the big one called?
manta rays.
That's
Sting
not a
rays.
manta ray. There's a big one called the
Fox jellyfish can kill you.
not the fox one. There's one called with an M. Look it up.
No.
Yeah.
Paul Manafort. Yeah, that's him.
Was it?
Yeah, Paul Manafort. You know him.
Yeah. Jellyfish.
Jellyfish jellyfish. What? Oh, Man of War.
Man of War.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I'm
Man
thinking. The Man of
Yeah.
War.
Portuguese. Now click on that image. Look how beautiful that is. I feel like you die from that. It's cool.
No, that one you'll die. Well, they call it a Man of War for.
You should throw that in war at people.
I don't know why do they call it that, but it sounds scary.
Why do they call it Man of War? That is beautiful. Look at the colors in that
That's
thing.
beautiful. But I think if you touch that, you'll die.
Right, Rude? Don't you like that? Well, no. If you touch the stingers, if you touch the up top itself, it's not that bad. If the stingers get you.
You know what that looks like to me?
Uh-huh.
Donald Trump's penis. I always thought that Donald Trump's penis was
Looks like a Man of
translucent
War?
that. Yeah.
By the way, you would take that and spin that and you go, of course it is. Man of War's most powerful jellyfish, just like my powerful penis.
Yeah.
Most powerful penis you
Why
ever
does it call
seen.
it that?
Yeah, type why is it called Man of War? It is very beautiful. The colors of the
It's a
purple and the blue.
It's a beautiful one.
That's what they say, right? Like the most poisonous things are the prettiest.
Gets its name from the upper middle polyp, a gastrobladder, pneumata.
Is it
The part that's
Oh,
above the
excuse me.
water, it resembles an
Oh,
old
it looks like an
Norse
old war
Why am I sneezing?
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Is it dangerous?
The tentacles are the Man of War's second organism. Sting is rarely deadly to people. No, see, it's
Okay.
not. Dude, most deadly jellyfish.
Yeah.
Most deadly jellyfish.
It's the box jellyfish. Come on.
Yeah, there it is.
It's in Australia.
The box. See, yeah, the box.
That's
is the one.
it?
That
Australian
kills
box.
you instantaneously.
It does.
Yeah, man. Look at that. The sting from a box jellyfish could be enough to send you to Davy Jones's locker. A watery grave.
Wow.
These things are so deadly that they say most people die from a small little sting.
Yeah, but it looks deep in the water though.
Well, it'll come up. I mean, yeah, it
It'll come up.
usually goes down. Look at its eyes.
Maybe your eyeball, huh?
So wait a minute. Time out though. Back it up. You spent all that time in Hawaii. What did you do? You were gone for so long.
Diving, snorkeling,
Every day, just diving and snorkeling.
and spearfishing.
Yeah, you guys love spear
What you did?
fish.
What you do?
I got 3 fishes.
Which kind? What kind?
You
Colas.
spearfish free.
Wait, what are they called?
Colas.
Coles?
Yeah.
What is a cole? What is that?
You can just search it up, but it's like a small.
Cole fish. Oh, like that. They look so
Yeah.
cute. You killed that guy? Did you eat him? Was he good?
Really good.
Yeah, really good. They look
Here's
good.
the cutest sea creature
What is
on
it?
the beach.
Tell Pete so he can pull it up.
Spider shell. Wait.
Spider.
Spider shell eyes.
Spider shell eyes?
Yeah. So look at. Okay, so there's a shell right there, right? Not that one. How cute.
It's just a shell and it little eyeballs come up.
Bro, how fucking cute.
What does it look like? Look look what it looks like outside of its shell. You
No,
know,
I don't want to. I don't want to. I
Yeah,
just care
show them what
about
it looks like
in the
outside of the
shell.
shell. No.
I like it in the shell.
Do spider
Like there.
No, do outside of shell.
We eat that.
You do?
Why? Look how cute they are. You can't eat them.
It's
Look at the
good.
eyes out there.
Oh, what? That's just, it's like a conch shell.
It's a conch shell, but they have little eyes coming out of there.
I know, but I want to see the man inside.
It's probably just the eyes.
That's it, just the eyes.
It-
Just two
it- maybe
floating
two
eyes.
maybe.
No body attached to
Yeah.
it?
So you eat out of good?
Yeah, you
Yeah. What you in the Philippines?
Really?
So how you crack them open and then they're like,
No, you use like a needle and
Ew, dude.
oh,
That's the spider shell? That's what they look like?
is that what they look like?
What is it called, the thing that we're looking for? It's not called the spider shell.
Just look at the eyes.
Oh,
Just focus on the eyes and forget what the body looks like. What the body looks like.
that is cute.
Just imagine you're just walking along the beach. You see a shell, and you see the two little eyes sticking out there. You wouldn't eat it.
Well, these
I know, but they're
savages, you would.
savages, man.
Time out.
Yeah.
Let's say goodbye, good night, farewell, adieu to the wonderful, incredible,
Ed Asner.
amazingly talented Ed Asner.
Yeah.
He's gone. Do you know who that is? The actor from Up.
Do you see my photo with him?
Yeah, you did the thing that I hate when people do when they post a photo when somebody dies. Like you ever gave a shit.
Bro. Stop.
So annoying.
Stop.
Here's a guy who died in me. Hey, this guy died, and I'm also here. So annoying.
What I do is annoying?
It's so annoying when someone posts a photo of the guy that just died, like they were best buds.
But can I?
Would you have ever posted that photo if he didn't die? No,
I had.
you're holding on to the photo
Bro,
until he dies.
No. Stop. Stop.
That's dead stuff.
Stop. The reason why I got the fucking photo. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There's the photo, Bobby, with dead Ed.
Okay.
Dead
The
end.
reason why I got the photo
Damn.
is off of my Twitter.
So
So I had already posted it,
sure.
and I screenshot it and reposted it.
Yeah.
That's number one. Okay. Number two, that wasn't my only encounter with the man.
How did you see Ed again?
I saw him before this.
When?
So one day, I get a call from the country music channel,
CMT.
CMT.
Listen here, little Korean
CMT,
boy.
CMT goes,
There we go.
trying to do sitcoms. How about you, Dave, Tom Arnold, and Ed Asner?
Perfect. Brothers? Just three
No.
brothers.
But,
Three men and a baby.
no. So we were in a hardware store,
Uh-huh.
okay? And Ed Asner, I have an accent in it. This is back in the day when they used to do accent.
Yeah.
No, my name is Bozo, or whatever my name is.
Which you love, by the way.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we only did a pilot, but the storylines with me and Ed were like, him and I would do like, they wanted to do it edgy. So him and I would do a cocaine run and look really late to work.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, in this hardware store. So I worked with them for 3 weeks on that.
Wow.
And then I did that talk show with Tom Creek. So I feel like I did know him.
Did he ever say anything or reach out to you ever again?
No,
He didn't give a shit
no,
about it.
but can I say this?
Who?
No. that-
Bobby Lowe?
Stop.
Who's Bobby Lowe?
Can I say stop?
I
Stop.
don't like Bobby Lowe.
Stop.
Do I know him?
But
Oh, that little noodle?
will you
That
stop?
That little noodle Bobby Lowe? Yeah, I don't know. I like him. He's good.
He knew, but he would.
I love Bobby Lowe. That dirty little noodle.
He remembered my foot.
What?
So there we go.
Remembered your foot?
He remembered
How disgusting your...
that my left foot was fungi.
Yeah.
So when I did the pilot, he knew, right? And then when I did Tom Green's show with him,
You remembered.
he remembered the foot. And he in the show he goes, "Get that fucking foot away from me."
I love that dude.
Okay. And then afterwards, we went to Smokehouse,
Love Smokehouse.
Right.
That's my, you know,
and
that's
he
my
had beef stroganoff. So am I allowed to fucking post a photo?
No.
Well,
Still no.
never then.
No.
So if I died,
Mhm.
would you post a photo?
I would immediately post something and write, looking for new co-host of Bad Friends ASAP.
I don't think you would.
Yes, I would.
That's ridiculous.
That would be my homage to you.
No.
What would I do? Post all the photos we have together on my phone? That's insane.
I would post a photo of you, and just underneath the caption would be "Endgame."
Endgame?
Yeah.
That's it? That's
yeah.
what you...
And the R.I.P. Bad Friends.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But honestly, rest in peace to Ed Asner. Of course you can post a photo. It actually was so cute and heartfelt and sweet to to know that he was a big comedy fan. A bunch of people have said he was big in the comedy, like knew a bunch of
He
stand-up.
loves it.
And also, I saw this video that I wanted to show. This is the best Ed Asner send-off that I've ever seen.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Look, this is perfect. His nephew, I think his grandson posted this. I literally just saw it pop up today, and it made me laugh so fucking hard. That's Ed. Look at that.
Oh.
Any choice words to say?
Fuck you.
Can you say it again?
Fuck you.
I love you too. I love you too.
What a cool
That's
guy.
what I like about him.
Yeah, fuck
He's
you.
that guy.
Yeah, he is. Ship Station.
Oh my god. Without Ship Station, we wouldn't be able to get our merch out to you
How would
guys.
we get the gear?
Commercials.
Yeah, but because of Ship Station, we were alive. We love. And I cooked something up.
More commercials.
Number one meal kit. Oh, up doo doo.
Up is the.
Mon-
So hard.
That montage scene.
You mean you're talking the vignette at the beginning?
The montage. They would call it vignette.
It's called a vignette.
It's a montage.
It's a vignette.
Google it.
Montage is a compilation of scenes.
A series of scenes.
Yeah.
A vignette is what?
A vignette is something it starts the film. It's a little vignette, a little small slice, a brief
But what I'm saying though is,
look. A vignette. It was a small
what I'm
vignette.
saying though is a montage, right?
Mhm.
Is a bunch of scenes. A vignette is one scene. The up.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
We're both wrong.
Can I just defend my point though?
But we're both wrong. There was a montage in that vignette, but it's a vignette.
I know what you just did. I know what you just did. No. Here's the montage. Don't finish up.
No.
It's a bunch of scenes, right, through their life, right?
A
Which
montage.
makes it a montage.
No. There was a montage in that little short film. That was
Yeah.
a short film up top.
Yeah. It's not a short film.
It was a short. It was a short.
It was a part of the fucking movie. It's not like the movie, like there was a short film and then the movie started.
That's why it was a little vignette.
I love that one. I can't believe it.
No. There's a montage in that
Anyway,
vignette.
whatever it is, that thing,
The vignette
the montage,
was
is
incredible.
incredible.
The montage is the hotel.
It's a myth.
The vignette is a thing
A
that
vignette is like a sauce that you go on salad.
so far off.
Okay.
The vinegar.
Vinaigrette.
I don't know. But what I'm saying though,
It made me cry.
can we just go with the thing that the point was? The point
The
was,
point was it made me cry.
it was an emotional little journey.
The most emotional vignette I've
The
ever
best
seen.
montage
The
ever.
best vignette I've seen in a film. It made me cry.
Yeah. Anyone?
Rest in peace, Ed Asner.
Fuck that. No, I love it.
Whoa!
No,
What
no.
the fuck?
Rest in peace. But let's go back to the montage vignette. You fans, right? Let's do a fucking poll. Is that opening thing right a vignette or a montage?
We would have to ask Fancy. He'd be the only one that would know. You can't. These people. These are not film students.
And see how denigrated and how it looks down.
A word that you don't know.
Right? See how denigrating how it looks down.
It's what denigrated me.
Putting down. Ripping apart. Do down. Listen, okay?
See how denigrated he is to you?
Alright, so you heard it.
You heard
here
that
first.
somewhere on the radio.
No. So I see what you're doing right
You
now.
hear words and then you take
Here's
them
what
here
you're doing
because I know
right
you can't do that
What is
anywhere
what
else.
you're doing?
Can you imagine
Fuck
on
you,
stage Bobby being like, when Bobby was a little boy, he was denigrated by his neighbor. Can you imagine doing your set using big words?
Yeah.
If you did your
It's
stand up
so-
and use big words, it'd
It's
make
so
me laugh so hard.
sad. It's so sad that when you're wrong, you have to attack it. It's so
You using big
fucking
words.
sad.
By the way, that's a comedy on the page.
Yeah.
You just using big words.
Okay, stop. Alright? That's funny to you, Jules. You're grounded. Now listen.
Oh, what the fuck? She'll go back to Hawaii. She doesn't care.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Ed Asner. We love
We
you.
love you, man.
I'm
You're a
so,
legend.
I'm so jealous that you got to work with that fucking guy. Even if it was a shitty pilot. There's only a group of guys, of actors that I like want to work with because I think they're cool or funny. What do you mean? You said it was shitty.
I know, but don't say it like that.
It was a shitty pilot.
It wasn't shitty.
Did it go?
It didn't go.
It
no.
was shitty.
Yeah, you think the country music station is gonna pick up a show with me, Tom Arnold, and Ed Asner?
Yep.
That seems like a home run.
It does. It seems like I would buy that in a second.
Yeah.
What shows are on CMT, by the way? What's the
I think it's dead now. The network's dead.
It is?
Yeah. There's no more CMT.
How could that be? Country music channel's huge. No, dude, Nashville. Look at that. That was a big show.
Is CMT still around as a network?
Is CMT a network? It's gotta be. Or well, just someone bought it maybe and they just own
Let's
it
just
now.
see.
Wow.
What?
As of January 2018, approximately 92 million U.S. homes receive CMT. That's a fuckload. Yeah, it's still around. 92 million people have CMT.
That means it's chance.
Country music is fuck. Go back real fast. Okay, zoom in and let's just try to guess what these shows are about. This is how little we'll know. Zoom in more. What's Nashville about, Jules? Do you know?
Rich people.
That's it. Say no more. You got it. Dude Perfect. Oh, that's got to be new because you know who those guys are? You know those guys. Dude Perfect. They like throw a basketball off the wall and kick a fucking golf ball through a hole. Okay, what's Sun Records? What's that about?
Go ahead.
I bet you it's a lot like Music City.
Sun Records was a historical record company.
Let her tell the show.
It's about teenagers trying to be singers.
Yep, and what's Music City about? Get ready. It's going to be a similar log line.
It's about adults
Trying to be singers.
Okay.
What's Broken Skull about? Come on, let's go 3 for 3 here.
gangsters.
Gangsters.
Such an easier joke there. The easy joke would have been ex-inmates trying to be singers. Come on, come on.
Gangsters trying to be singers.
Thank you! Dallas,
wrong?
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
What's wrong with you?
I'm on one today.
I know, you're hyperactive.
My leg is killing me.
Is that what
My
happened?
sciatica is going nuts.
Did you just sleep good last night?
A little bit. I was thinking about you last night
Like what?
because of yesterday. We can't tell anybody what happened yesterday.
Let's talk about it.
We can.
So yesterday, me and Andrew showed up here.
Both of us
Exhausted for some reason.
Well, I've been shooting all fucking day. I'm so tired.
And we turned the cameras on.
And turned
Fancy,
them,
fancy sat there.
and turned them right off.
Yeah. Are we going to use some of that?
Let's cut to it right now. Let's introduce today's Rudy.
Only be out of default.
Yeah,
Because we tried,
we
to find
tried
somebody.
to find someone, but we
the
couldn't.
little one, we should ask the little one again.
We should, but instead
But
we got.
in-house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like reusing something.
Yeah.
This is like
I was watching America's Got Talent today, some reruns, and I thought to myself, Andreas, he looks like a ventriloquist.
like the dummy or the person that does
No,
it.
the guy that does it, like a guy that would like focus all his attention on it.
Okay, like you just
Can
did it.
you do some ventriloquism?
I don't know.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That was actually okay.
Can you do it? I think I can do it.
Hey, Roddy. My name is Bob Morganson. You ready to party?
What's your name?
My name is Bob Morganson.
I'm hearing Mopu Morgensen. Mopu?
Yeah, multiple market.
All right.
All
Let's
right, you do it.
Hi, my name is.
No, you're left. Too much left.
Hey, my name is Andre. And I'm fancy me.
That's good.
Is that good?
Yeah. This one girl,
Alright.
Darcy Lynn.
What do I have left?
Darcy Lynn. I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah,
Some
stocks.
young girl that got the Golden Glove years ago on America's
Isn't
Got Talent.
enough.
She sings. There she is. She
Oh, I've
sings.
seen her. She sings through
Yeah.
the puppet.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Can you imagine?
Do that, do that.
How
Everybody wants
old
to
is
rule
this
the
girl?
world. She at the time she was like, was she 1 at 12? But now she's like 17.
Now she's 48.
Yeah.
What a weird. 16 years old.
16, okay.
She's gonna start dating people at some point. And do you think she brings the doll to the dates?
Well,
She's like, I'll have spaghetti. And oh, I'm so.
I know, but you know, so there's a black ventriloquist, one of the most famous ones,
Who?
Willie Tyler and Lester.
Oh yeah, Willie Tyler Lester.
Are you being real?
Yes.
I'm being real.
Yes.
So Willie Tyler and Lester, right? One time I was on the road with them when I was young.
Will you open for Willie Tyler
Well,
Lester?
you know how the Lower Comedy Store, they just puts people together?
Sure.
So like I was just a regular and Willie, so this old black guy, I mean, who's if you go to any like back in the day they had ventriloquist conventions.
What?
Yeah, back
It was
in
like a
Vegas.
meetup.
It was probably in a shitty hotel. Like
There's Willie Tyler.
So Willie Tyler.
And Lester is his dummy.
Yeah, Lester's a dummy, right? But he was the biggest one. So if you would go to a ventriloquist seminar, or like, I mean a convention,
Yeah.
half the convention would be just drapes of him, photos of him.
Because he was the
He was a
king.
legend back in the day, right?
Think of how much puss that guy got from like.
No, so he tells me the story.
The opposite.
No, it's a puss story.
Oh.
You know, so we're in the condo. I'm like, what do you want to talk about? It's like 2 in the morning after the Saturday night after the show.
Yeah.
He goes, well, let me tell you a story.
Did you do it through the dummy?
No,
Lester?
not Lester's now. Lester's in the case, in this case.
How funny in the middle of the story he wakes up and he's like, let me tell you a story. So he's in his case popped up.
Right, so he told me the story where he would go on the road back in the 80s, early 80s,
Right.
and he would meet a girl, and he had to have Lester propped up, like
Watching him?
on the bed,
Oh my god.
right? And just so just Lester would just be, he's pounding away, right? And he's just like there, and like he goes, some girls didn't like it.
No shit. Willie Tyler.
Yeah, I would have just, if I was a girl, I would just throw it off the bed.
Now what if some girls did like it though?
What if
They're like, talk dirty to me, and he's like, yeah, girl, and they're like, through Lester.
no, or what if Lester had a dick?
Oh my god.
Like Willie pulled it down
Tag
and he had a
team.
little wooden Pinocchio dick. Yeah. It's just blowing. She's just blowing Lester. He's like, yeah, you like it? And Lester's like, yeah, you like it? Yeah. Do you like it? Yeah.
That's so creepy,
It's
man,
creepy.
to have that done. By the way, do your dogs ever watch you guys have sex?
No, kick him out of the room.
You do every time?
Oh yeah. Because my dogs,
Sometimes they jump up and you just gotta let them watch.
no, my dogs are protective over Kalila.
So they feel like you're
No,
attacking.
so if I'm hugging her, right,
Yeah.
the dogs go crazy. They start biting at my ankles.
Well, you do look like you might smother her.
Oh man.
What if I see you on top and I'm a dog? I'd be like, get out of her!
Yeah. So if I was in the room, they'd be biting on my neck and like barking. It would be chaos.
Do you guys have dogs? Do you let the dog watch you guys hook up? Hold the mic close to your face, Brody.
Yeah, you don't even know.
I mean, god damn.
I feel uncomfortable with you. It's like I feel like
We're uncomfortable with you there as well.
Yeah. And you're doing a great job though. Yeah. And we meandered
For
for an hour and a half.
it was so
And
shitty.
it got to the point where like an hour in, we were both thinking it. But, like, we never
I'm an hour in right now.
And then eventually, it's like somebody, I don't know who said it, but it's like, this sucks.
We both did. There was a
At
point
the
where
same
we go,
time,
this
yeah.
is bad.
And you went
This
really
is
bad.
really bad. But we walked away from it. I'm glad we walked away from it. I think Fancy's energy there was he's getting this whole battle. But this whole battle with George that he's got going on, it's put him in a weird place. He's getting real cocky. He's wearing brighter shirts. He's showing up a little bit late. Pete's doing Pete, are you doing almost all the work now?
All of it.
See?
All of it's done for me.
Fancy's getting a little too fucking, balloon headed about the whole thing.
Yeah, I trust people.
Why do you think that is?
I always go down to an apocalyptic moment, and you have your team,
Your squad, yeah.
right? And immediately, Fancy would not be a part of it.
Well, he wouldn't be. What would he offer?
Nothing.
He's not gonna
Complaining,
monitor
complaining.
after complaining. Right.
The zombies are so crazy out
Too
there.
many zombies.
out there.
They're gonna bite.
My wife will eat the one, you know?
Oh, he don't beat me.
Yeah.
You complain the whole
It's like,
time.
get the fucking logs like we told you to. We gotta start fire. Right?
You know,
But Pete would like, he'd come up with the stuff like, he would behead 2 zombies, right? And walk around, you know how they did in the walk, they'd walk around with them?
yeah, with
So
their
he
heads.
he would come up with things.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And he's a thick boy. I bet he can take a punch
Yeah.
if we got into a big fight.
Yeah.
Pete, could you take a hit?
Oh yeah, I used to box.
Did you really?
That's right.
Do you think you can beat Jake Paul? Dude,
Yeah,
that's,
I think so.
You know Jake Paul? Oh, Jake fought Woodley last night. You sad? Did you watch?
It's a mockery of the sport.
I mean, is it? I guess I don't know. What is it anymore?
For me, it's
You're a big boxing fan?
it's not just I'm a boxing fan, but I just feel like it's like, first of all, he fought,
Ben Askren.
Askren as well, right?
Before that, he
And
fought,
it's like, that's not their skill set, right? I think that if Jake, you're tough, MMA.
Yeah. But those guys would need to train for 10 years to get to the training that they did.
That's right. So he doesn't. He shouldn't win in a fight situation.
I know, but that's why they say it's equal. That's why they're saying it's equal, because these guys have boxing and jiu-jitsu in their training.
It doesn't matter because it's like, imagine like.
Seems fair. It was a pretty fair fight. It was a pretty fair fight.
But Tyrone isn't using his skill set, ground and pound.
I know, but Jake.
Jake can't do it.
So that's what I'm saying. So he's brand new. So they're
It's
both
like-
entering at a zero. They're both
It's like
entering
it's
at zero.
like it's like this. It's like taking a guy that's a professional tennis player
Mhm.
and another tennis player going, I don't want to serve.
No,
So we're gonna take that out.
No, that's not true. Jake was never a fucking. It's like taking. This is like taking a professional basketball player and making him play volleyball, because that's an element of basketball, jumping, right, and blocking. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. And then taking a guy who's never played professional anything and just trained to be a volleyball player for 2 years, and you were like, go head to head. That's exactly what it's like. There's only some elements of the sport of MMA that make it into boxing, and Jake has none of the professionalism, so he's just been training just for one item. So it's pretty even keel.
I know, but
The fight showed how
but
good it was.
Tyrone Woodley is his whole career is focused on.
Yeah.
He's not focused on just boxing, right? He's
Right.
focused on jiu-jitsu.
That's my
takedown,
point. But
this
you
and
have
that.
to take that away, because then it would be unfair. Because Jake's done none of that. So it's only fair if they're both entering at kind of an equal.
I guess my
point.
question is like, why does Tyrone and Ben Askren need to do it? I know
Money.
it's for the money,
It's all
but
money.
that's why it's gross.
Well, what are you going to say? If somebody came to you and said, Bobby, we want you to do this corporate gig, this corporate stand-up gig on a fucking cruise ship, nobody there is under 75, and they're all white, and they are so fucking racist. They hate Asians. I mean, this boat is called the Kung Flu Cruise,
Okay.
right?
So what are you asking me?
And we're going to give you $50 million for an hour. Can you come?
And I'm no gonna bomb?
You're not just going to bomb. They're going to boo you. They're probably going to try to attack you a little bit. but yeah, you would.
I don't know what I would do.
Money. They're going to do it.
It's money.
Those guys, I don't even know what they got. What did those guys get paid? Can you Google that? I'm sure that the fucking check that Tyrone got was like insane. I mean, sure, it was disgusting. How could you turn it down at some point?
Yeah, what did Tyrone Woodley make?
What is this? One website estimates Paul's guaranteed $1 million, and will double that with his share of the pay-per-view money. Woodley, half that. He got $500,000 for the fight, and then doubling that to $1 million after pay-per-view money is counted. So he gets $1 million, not including all of the other bullshit, promotions. Those guys are making so much money on the side, and I think that's wrong.
It's not wrong. It doesn't seem worth it.
What do you mean? They made a fuckload of money on that guy.
Tyrone Woodley, listen, Tyrone Woodley, for the last 4 UFC fights that he fought, he lost, right?
Yeah.
Dana White was like, he's done.
That's why he needs this.
I know, but it's like a sad ending to an illustrious career.
But isn't that? Don't we all kind of have a little bit of a sad ending?
No.
I mean, you do. You're gonna end up doing bad shit when it's all over. We all are gonna make bad movies and TV shows when it's all over.
I do those now.
You're jumping the shark to your
Yeah, I want to do it now. But is it that? It's not.
And
It's like
what would you rather? Him walk away
Yeah, okay.
completely from the sport?
Okay, so imagine you and I, right?
Yeah.
Right? And let's suppose a Lifetime movie came up to you. We'll give you $1 million to this really shitty, tasteless, you know what I mean? Lifetime movie. Would you do it?
No.
Exactly. That's what
But
that is.
I'm not at the end of my career.
He can figure it out. There's other things he can do.
He tried. That's why he's in
a
the ring.
podcaster, right? So he could have started a podcast.
Are you his agent?
No.
He probably tried a bunch of stuff and he was like, fuck it, I'll fight this.
Well, we
fucking
try.
shit."
He's not even over. He just ended his fucking UFC
I know, and he must be a little bit nervous. Why is he jumping in the ring with this thing?
I don't know. Somebody has to talk to him and go, "This is not a good thing," because he lost, right?
I know, but yes, but no, but yes. But look at it like this. You don't know his private life. He could be blowing money. He could be in such debt. Dude, I just heard a fucking rapper on the radio whose name was like Youngblood Ya or some shit, and the fucking radio host was like, do you know he has 8 kids by 5 different women and he's under 40? How the fuck do you pay for all those kids?
Right.
You don't know his life. He might have 6 houses, 10
Full
cars.
house.
I know.
Full house.
I know.
Jeez, this specific message is for Andreas.
Our Andreas Andreas used keeps because we told him to.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 men, Andreas, of men will experience some form of hair loss by the age of their 35s.
Hey man, we're all getting thinner and older and balder. More than 50 million men in the U.S. suffer from male pattern baldness. There are only 2 FDA-approved medications that can prevent hair loss, and Keeps offers you
Both of them.
both.
Oh, crazy.
Simple, stress-free way to keep your hair convenient.
Commercials.
Consultations and medication delivered straight to your door every 3 months.
Low-
You don't gotta leave your house.
Low cost, guys. Treatments start at $10 per month, and Keats offers generic versions as well.
That's right. Discreet packaging, proven results. It's a no-brainer for the thing that's outside of your brain. If you want to keep your hair and you want to friends to get your first month free, keeps.com/fatfriends. Buffy!
Oh my god, more commercials.
It's $20 off your fucking computer when you visit Buffy.com and enter Bad Friends.
$20 off your Buffy comforter. Visit buffy.co and enter the
I
code
said that already.
BADFRIENDS. That's $20 off your Buffy comforter when you visit buffy.co and enter the code
Bad
BADFRIENDS. You guys follow Rudy?
I do.
You do, right?
Yeah, I follow everybody
But
on the
today-
show. Not like Bobby. Bobby doesn't even follow me.
You don't follow fans?
I don't really follow you?
No.
I will. I will.
You follow George and you don't follow me, so.
Oh, yeah. What about the fucking shit I was doing for you for the last month?
Yeah, that's true.
Trying
You
to
got
get
so
more
many
fucking
followers.
you piece of
Right.
shit.
You're right. You're forgiven.
Wait a minute. What, you're forgiven? Wait a minute. Let me see how many followers does George G. does Fancy have now?
Can I tell you what
Because we
happened?
can take those away, pal.
I know.
Can I tell you what happened today, though?
Yeah, what?
36,000.
I was watching CNN because of the hurricane.
Ida. Is it Ida?
Yeah, I love disasters.
Me too.
Did you?
Well, it's coming back,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It's gonna ruin the Gulf. Is it?
Maybe.
Is it in
So
New
I'm watching. So I'm watching the CNN, and I hear.
What? StubHub.
Like not from the TV though. Right? My dog Stubbs is like sitting next to me,
Uh-huh.
and I'm completely naked.
Just on the floor?
No, just on a seat in front of the TV in the living room.
Oh.
I know, and I hear. Right? So I go, well, like I'm freaking out. And I look onto the fucking, so we have the TV and there's like a cabinet underneath it.
Yes.
And on top of my PlayStation, there's a little white thing with a blue light on it.
It's a camera.
It's a camera.
So they're spying on you with your little penis on the couch.
But all weekend, I was doing weird shit.
What have you been doing?
No, but what I do is I'll like put on the music. I'll put on the music, right? I don't wear clothes, right? And I'll just start, you know what I mean?
Dancing.
Dancing in the living room with the dogs and stuff.
Well, who has access to this? Just Kalila? Or
Then I call her up, I go, she's laughing. And I'm like, are you just talking through this little device? She's like, yeah, we've been staring at you all weekend.
Oh,
And
God.
now I turned it toward the wall.
Good.
Yeah.
Wait, Rudy had to see you like that?
I don't think it was Rudy.
I pray to God
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't have to
yeah,
see you like that.
But it's like, tell me, now I think
Why do they have
there's
those?
other cameras in this.
There's gotta be. Why does she need to spy on you? Oh, it's just for the dogs? I don't know, man. That seems weird.
She knows this year.
Or
I think she thinks that I'm doing stuff that's like scandalous.
what would you be doing? Having people over? Having like
that's
orgies?
No.
Touching the dogs inappropriately? Did you do something you weren't supposed to do?
Well, I do.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, okay.
Yeah.
It's not animal cruelty.
It's not animal cruelty.
Is that your dog texting you?
I'll just read you. It texts me.
Don't make it like it's a bad thing.
No, I love it. But it's like, she sends me these poems.
Oh, I like the poems.
However hard the day must have been today, go to sleep with a positive attitude to make tomorrow's day more fruitful. Good night.
That's beautiful.
It's dumb.
Fuck you, that's
I don't
beautiful.
understand what that means, really.
Because it's in English?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it in Korean?
I don't know. But she sends me, and then she sends me this. The world can be amazing when you're slightly strange.
Fact.
I know, but
But no,
you get,
fucking
like
weird.
Fleetwood Mac. I don't know who these people are.
That's the Doors.
Yeah, and then it's like
When you're strange.
there's another one. Imagine if someone would have loved you the way you love them, it could have changed everything. What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking idiot?
That's giving her. Don't say that. That's
I love
giving her
your mom.
something to care
I
about.
love your mom. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
She doesn't listen to this.
She doesn't listen.
This gives her hope for the new day.
No, I love it. But it's like,
Does it?
but I never sent her a thing back.
You don't ever respond.
No, I respond with just text.
Send her back a poem.
I love you, mommy. I love you so much.
Let's write
You
her a
too,
poem.
Mom.
Let's write your mom a poem right now.
Oh,
Can we
no
please?
way. She's not gonna
Please.
understand it.
That's the best part.
Yeah, but it's got to be in this style. You got to put it on a like a meme. Kind of
No,
thing.
we don't have time. Let's just make one up for her right now. Let's text her right now something sweet.
All right, what is it?
Okay, so let's say, let's get this.
I feel comfortable with this. I don't know why.
It's fine. We're not gonna say anything gross or mean.
Go ahead.
Um,
When life, when
What?
life,
when life
when life interludes
interludes
yeah, with your consciousness.
Yep.
When life interludes with your consciousness.
You must persevere. You don't know how to
Wait,
spell that.
yeah, wait, yeah, but that's spelled check. Come close to the left.
You
when
must-
life when life interludes with consciousness,
You must persevere
you must
until the warmth.
wait, hold on. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how to spell persevere. You're absolutely.
You
How do
must
spell it?
push through
No, persevere. How do you spell it?
per
I did that already.
sa
S-A.
veer.
V. Oh, there it is. When life interludes with consciousness, you must persevere
And let the light.
and let the light
Oh no, sorry.
Let-
And follow the light.
follow. No, that I don't want her to die.
Is that a death thing?
Yeah, yeah. To follow the light, and she's gonna go, okay, Pappy. And she's gonna close her eyes and follow like she's dead.
But I mean,
I don't want. If she dies from it, I'll be so mad.
if we set this and she dies immediately,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
So it's worth. It's worth.
It's worth the bit.
experimenting.
It's definitely worth the bit.
So when life interludes, no, I can't say it.
When life interludes with consciousness, you
You
must,
must
persevere until
Baby, this doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Baby.
Until the Lord
until the Lord
confines you,
blesses you so.
blesses you.
Until the Lord blesses you so. Read it out loud.
I'm so afraid to say that. I don't know. When life interludes with consciousness, you must persevere until the Lord blesses you so.
Perfect. By the way, I feel like that's in a T-shirt in Korea somewhere.
Love you, Mom.
Love you.
Love you.
Love us. Say I love us.
Love us. What doesn't make any sense?
Say I love us.
I love us.
Yeah, like you love her, love for you, and she.
No, it's too impersonal.
Get and do a kiss lips.
No, it's incest. It's incest. I'll do a part.
Do like a do the
I'm gonna say love you. I can't say
do
love
the
us.
eggplant. Do eggplant water where it's the wet water.
I'll
Do
do that.
eggplant
I'll
water.
do that. Like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. You know how good I am at that?
The rhythm is good.
Yeah. One girl tried to hold me in.
Just grab your butt.
Yeah.
No.
She goes, no, she wanted my baby. I could feel it.
Really?
Yeah. And I always announce it loudly.
Yeah.
I'm about to come.
Well, that's I go.
Yeah.
Right before I.
And I started pulling out, and I got out.
You smoothly got out.
I think I nutted on her inner thigh. And I got out. I was like, "You trying to get me? You're not gonna get me." He doesn't. Youngblood, Johan doesn't know how to do that.
I don't know what his name is. Obviously not. Obviously he doesn't give a shit. He just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, it feels good to nut inside. I mean, we shouldn't be talking this in front of Jules, but let me say something.
I mean, you said it. By the way, his name is Moneybag Yo.
Okay, money back out. All right, so
Listen up, Moneybag Yo, wherever you are. I know you're listening. Stop coming inside of these chicks.
Yeah, but it's not only that.
There's Moneybag Yo.
Let me look at it. Look at me right now. Does it feel good to nut inside with no condom? out of here. It feels good, right?
Let's do the PG. Let's do like the PG.
All right,
13
so
does it feel good to ejaculate
to
without
relieve
a condom?
yourself,
Without a condom?
to relieve yourself
Relieve
inside of the
yourself is
condom.
like peeing. That's like peeing,
Okay.
and that does feel good. Does it feel good to have unprotected sex and finish
And
inside?
orgasm. It
Finish
feels
inside.
great. It feels great. Right?
Phenomenal.
Let me ask you this. Now, let's not take a question.
Go
okay?
ahead.
Does it feel good relieving yourself with your hand when you pull out?
Yeah, of course.
Now, what's the difference? It's like, let's say,
Well, the difference is
like, I know,
pretty
it's
big.
like, I don't think so.
It's pretty big.
No, because the emptiness inside is the same
When it's over,
when it's over.
that's the thing women don't comprehend.
Yeah, there's
The
there's
moment
an
that we-
emptiness inside.
Sad.
You know, there's an emptiness inside after I masturbate.
Of course there
Where
is.
I'm just, what you know what I do?
Because you just killed 10,000 people.
Yeah, not only that, but this is what I do. I do it, and the first thing I do is I look at my hands.
Have I been
And
off
and
camera
and
this whole
no,
time?
I look like
I'm sorry.
Spider-Man after a bad day. Yeah.
This is a immaculate stream.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, like the thing was clogged in this thing,
Yeah.
right? So it's, that's what it looks like. Oh, it doesn't
Like
work.
when the end of a soap dispenser has like the. Like,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
Right? So I'm like, oh, it didn't work, you know, and then it's like dripping, and I don't clean it right away.
What?
No.
No.
Oh yeah.
What do? You hang out with it?
Well, it's like it's not like as if like it's an interesting thing.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
You put it under a microscope?
No. So I look at it, and I sometimes do this with my hands, right?
Like
And
you're
it-
like you're webbed?
And it creates like a bat wing, right? And I'll just like and look at it, right? And then but the feeling inside is so empty.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's so sad. And I'm there for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah, and I'll just do this empty, right?
Yuck, dude.
But it's the same feeling when you come inside. I mean, ejaculate inside a woman.
No, it's not.
There's an emptiness inside.
Yeah, but you don't have. But you don't have to. No, it's not. Is that every time to you?
A lot of times.
I don't feel sad or empty when it's over.
Like when I'm over and I ejaculate, I scoop some out and I still do it. With my hand, I do the way. It's so gross.
It's a little. But there's something sad and empty about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't know why
do.
you're arguing.
Well, no, I'm
against it.
saying masturbating is sad and empty. That's it. Like when you were young and you used to jerk off. What did you do? Magazine, sock. What did you do?
Well, the wall.
I'm sorry.
And my poor
You would
mother.
shoot on the wall.
My poor mother.
Of all the places that would be like okay,
No, because I had this Duran Duran poster.
and you were really into Duran Duran.
Yes.
So you would.
But it's the real poster. But it was
Oh,
framed.
no.
So if you saw my bedroom, so you have the bed, which is a twin,
Single.
a single.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was a single, it was a twin bed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so that was in the back. That was
So
a frame thing, right?
that's hot to you.
But it looked like she was crying cum.
Oh my God, Bobby.
Right? So it's like I would smear it, like after I was done, I would just not even look, I would just smear it on there, right?
Gross.
And it dries yellow.
Yo,
So it
dude.
looks like, shut up, all right? Don't look at me like that, right?
She's disappointed.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then my mom,
This is what you came back for.
every 6 months, would be like, Bobby, why are you so yellow? You know what I mean?
That's art, Mom.
Yeah, and she would have to use a fucking
Okay. Fucking like a
razor
windshield
blade,
wiper.
no, razor blade, and chisel it off.
Oh my God. That's so gross.
That's true, though. I never used the saw.
Never.
No. I just, like a, you know,
Magazines always for me. Always magazines.
what do you mean?
Victoria's Secret.
I could not understand that.
Really?
Yeah.
When I was in high school, what were you thinking of? Because the internet didn't exist. We didn't have the internet to jerk off.
No, there was a, we talked about this before, there was a rock.
Oh my God, yeah.
The community movie, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then my friend Alan Meadows,
Alan Meadows.
parents, God rest their souls, his dad had porn, and him and I used to
I know, but in your room.
record. What?
In your room.
I would borrow his magazine. All those feelings. Excitement.
Do you get emotional? Missing the old porn days?
No, it's not just the porn days, it was the feeling of like, just hanging out with your friends, riding your bike.
Jerking off together.
Did that too? Yeah, like, he was in his garage. He never smoked pot before, and I brought my mom over,
Hell yeah.
and I was teaching him how to do it. And I just remember those moments as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a feeling like summers were different. There was just a
Oh,
feeling.
trust me. I know. I remember smoking weed in a garage.
Oh, that's the best.
The coolest. Sitting on a couch, smoking weed, cigarettes,
Yeah,
talking shit.
talking shit, that shit.
I miss those
I miss those
days.
days. Now it's like the end is coming.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah,
I mean, it's well, you're 50 soon, bud.
the end's coming.
I don't think you're gonna die anytime soon, but I do think that you're reaching your Tyrone Woodley years.
I don't think so.
No, you're right, dude. You're
It feels different.
you're about to pop.
Don't say that.
You're about to pop.
But I feel like something different's happening.
What do you mean? In society or in
Just
your
in my
life?
own life.
What is it? Is Kalila pregnant?
No,
That would be incredible.
it has more to do with business.
Okay.
More to do with business.
Well, what is that? Tell me. Like you're booking a lot of stuff. You feel like it's rolling.
That's not just booking. It's I don't like talking about it, but I will.
You
I like
love
talking about
talking.
it.
First of all, you love talking about it.
I don't. I love talking about it.
You love hyping yourself up.
No, it's just kind of like you have always had great opportunity. No, it's just not. Honest, I've known you.
Bobby,
You've always.
I have made everything I've got.
Okay.
Nothing came my way. Nothing was
Mixed drink. What's that show called?
mixology.
I auditioned for that. I
know,
didn't
we
even get
talked about
far.
it. I know. We
Right.
talked
So
about
I'm saying you got it.
You weren't right for it.
That's my point.
Yeah, but
Right. You always are right.
no.
You're always doing stuff with Seth Rogen, all these things.
No, one thing I got cut out of. Dude, this is a lie. You're
Okay, so what
you're
I'm saying is that
perpetuating a lie.
you've had a great life.
It's been okay.
And a great career.
Yeah,
And
it's
I just want a
You've
little.
got a tough road.
I just want to look for myself. That's all.
You've been
Go ahead.
it's so annoying.
No, what you annoying me.
No, you annoy me.
Yeah, it's a fucking montage.
It's a
It's
fucking
a fucking
vignette.
montage. For sure.
It's a vignette.
All right.
It made me cry either way.
Yeah.
Jules,
whatever.
are you happy to be back? Pull the mic towards your fucking mouth.
I'm okay.
Are you sad to be back?
She's so bummed.
You are sad to be back.
Because
Let me tell you something. The response we got from having Doc Willis on the show was great. People love Doc. If do you want to take off and us make Doc fill in permanently?
No.
You still want to be on the show? Okay.
Okay.
I saw you guys measure yourself when I wasn't here, and you admitted that you were 5'2".
I know, but he was saying.
No, but you admitted it.
I stop.
You admitted
He said he
5'2".
was 5'3", and I told him you're wrong because I'm an inch taller than you. If I'm 5'2", you're 5'1".
Okay.
That's my point.
But how tall do you think you are now?
What's that?
Because we've got some old
What's that?
proof. This is proof that you admitting on this radio show from years ago how tall you are.
And you also do a lot of work with Chelsea Lady,
Yeah, I
right?
did that. I was in Grey's Anatomy. I was that girl, remember?
Yeah,
I was that girl in Grey's Anatomy. That was me, bro. I was in the show Heroes, remember? That was me, bro. I was in the movie Entourage, right? I play basketball. Right? I'm in Insanity, bro. That's me, bro. I do all that, bro.
How tall are you, bro?
What? I'm 5'2", but let me say
The admittance. You know you're
You know, it's so
5'2".
funny what you're saying. What we're doing right
You
now.
know you're 5'2". You said it for you. This was 7 years ago. You knew it.
Yeah.
You didn't get taller, bub.
Bub.
You didn't get taller, bub.
But
Bubby.
what I say in radio shows and podcasts are lies.
Okay.
This is fact.
So you've never said the truth on anything.
No, not really, no.
So, okay, say it again. What I say on radio shows is a lie. That's a fact.
What I say on
Radio
radio
and
podcasts are a lie.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
Print it.
Because if you, like for instance,
Everything I say is a lie. That's a fact. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Perfect.
okay.
Perfect.
But what I wanna, I can back it up. I can back it up.
Please. I don't know how.
I'll show you.
Because it's a lie.
Yeah, even my backup's a lie. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna prove to you.
Okay, please.
There's a story.
A lovely lady.
Right, And she had 3 boys.
Very lovely
Three
girls.
girls. Always 3 girls. I'm sorry.
You have nobody has no. You know what that's from?
Brady Bunch.
Hold the mic to your face, even if you're slouchy about you. Dude, it's so. What's crazy is
It's already.
people are so happy that she's back. They get so excited. Where's Jules? Where's Jules? And then she comes back and she just gets to fall into her chair
Yeah.
like those pot commercials when they're like, "Don't do pot," and that girl's smelling into the couch. You know that stupid commercial?
It was her first day of college today.
Did you have class today? We lied to everybody. Told them you were going to what? New Mexico? What did we say?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's been asking me
About New
if
Mexico.
I went there.
Some people in Albuquerque were so excited to see you. How was the first day of class? School. Well, you didn't go, right? It was
Yeah,
online.
It was fine. No keyboard.
Is it Zoom? Well, you can't really see how cute someone is on Zoom, can you?
How many others? Not everyone's on one screen. You swipe to see the rest of the people.
You can
Did
put
you
them
do,
all on one screen,
did
right?
you do the swipe to see everyone?
Mhm.
Uh huh. Interesting. Do you think that they were swiping, going, "Oh, that's a cute girl"? Or?
Do you think any of them knew who you were?
No.
Is there a chat at all?
Yes.
Did no one said anything like, "Hey, Rudy Jules"?
But she did get recognized at the airport
Yeah, no, I
in Hawaii.
Really? Just by yourself? Was Kalila there?
Wow.
Wow, they said hi to her, huh? Yeah. I want her to be alone somewhere and somebody recognizes
Well,
her.
that's why, because we're going to Cancun.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're going to Cancun, by the way.
But-
People need to go. But
She wants to bring Kalila, and I'm saying, don't.
Why?
So she can have an experience with us.
Oh yeah, just us. The crew. Oh,
The crew.
Cool face.
I know.
Yeah, if you don't want to do it, why you want to bring Kalila because you want a partner in crime?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. She wants her butt.
But can we be the partners?
She doesn't like us like that. By the way, but show that. Do you remember we talked to? Okay, we talked to a band called the Bobby Lees. Look at this. This was posted on the Reddit. There's a guy. There's an MMA fighter named Bobby Lee who's a redhead.
Okay.
Do you know this guy?
No.
Look, zoom in on this guy. He renamed himself Bobby Lee. He's
He
a
did?
redhead. Yeah, for us.
No.
No, that's a gentleman. His real name is Robert Lee.
Really?
Sketch. But I feel like we should support this guy.
Yeah, I think we should support
Can
him.
we? Can we? Bad friends. Can we sponsor a fighter?
Let's sponsor this guy.
I want to sponsor Bobby Lee, the
Yeah,
fighter.
yeah.
So if
So
he's out
Bobby
there,
Lee-
anybody knows. He's 12-6-0, pretty good.
There's an MMA fighter named Bobby Lee that looks like he could be related to Santino.
He's a Ginge, dude. He's from
He's a
part of the
ginger.
Ginge Nation.
Yeah.
And 12-6-0 is not bad.
It's not great though.
It's not. He needs some
Because
help.
this is like 12-6-0 in like regional, the scene.
He's like local bar fights. 12-6-0.
I know if he went to the, like the fought Edson Barboza, he wouldn't have ribs left.
Let's see what. Well, what's his weight? Go down. What's his weight class? Let's see. We got to get him in better. He's 155. Oh, he's lightweight. No, that's not good.
That's not good.
No, yeah, you got it.
That's sponsor.
Let's sponsor because look, it says career disclosed earnings $0.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's fighting out of St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Maybe he has a Venmo maybe.
We can look it up. We can have George look into it to see.
Look into it.
You know, but how cool would it be if we sponsor a fighter and he has bad friends shorts on when he fights? Would that be awesome?
That'd be great. On the shorts it says bad friends in the back.
What would be bummer is if he continued to lose and then
Right, and then those bad friends with blood on it. And blood, it'd be sad.
that's all they take pictures of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Two losers on podcasts with sponsor man whose career is going down. I hope Bobby Lee does. I hope he starts fucking up. What's the other one, Pete, that you didn't show me?
There's a slight guitarist named Bobby Lee.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a great. So, a couple of weeks ago, we showed the Cambodian army, and,
Yeah.
and they beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Okay, in India, they do a live physical in front of everybody. Look at
Uh-huh.
this. So what I mean, sort of both are there. One, two. Good, nice stick.
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, nice stick. 1, 2, there. 1, 2, right there, nice.
Yeah.
Good snakes, right, left. There it is. How weird that this is their physical.
Yeah.
They want to make sure you got 2 balls and a peen.
Let me ask you this: if there was a woman there wanting to be a part of the, the army, would he be able to do it?
He has to.
He would.
That's part of the code. So
He spends like 20 minutes down there.
yeah. I still don't feel it. Where are your balls? It is that. And by the way, the guy following with a piece of paper.
Yeah.
He's just going down the line, grabbing their penis. What a weird.
Yeah.
I want to see one move. I want to see one get a little whoop. I want to see one pop up so bad. How strange! This is part of their army routine, huh? Or he just says that to them.
Oh, the other guy was like, oh, let me check it out.
Yeah, I want to make sure.
Yeah,
I need to make sure.
yeah. He didn't touch any of the other guys. Other than my friend Jim.
Wait, by the way, how funny is it?
Yeah.
How funny is it that these guys go back to their? Oh my God!
Oh my God.
These guys go back like the barracks, and they're like, "It was hard grabbing our dicks in front of each other," and then all the other groups are like, "Nobody grabbed our dick." That's just this guy. That's just this dude.
This is my guy. Yeah.
Wait, go back a little bit. He points to him, right there. He points to him. And watch this. He's like, "Oh, he's just nice. Oh, he's just nice."
Just like my dad.
I guess you got to do this in some countries just to make sure.
I think we should reenact this.
George, come up here.
George, you get to reenact. We're the soldier.
We got to make sure. We want to make sure.
Yeah,
that
let's see what your style is.
Yeah, we want
Come
to
in
see
here,
what's the bill. Come here, George. Come here. Test out Bobby to make sure he's good enough to podcast. There you go, George. Make sure he's good enough to podcast. Oh, nice. And are they both there? Very good. You're ready to go to war.
I'm ready to go.
Well, that'll be a meme.
Yeah.
Can we make that?
barely touched it.
Can we make that an NFT? Can we make you get
Barely.
your balls touch an NFT?
Yeah.
We can do that, right?
An NFT.
I just am learning.
I know. You property.
NFT,
Oh, property.
non-fungible token. Do you know what I'm talking about? Google NFT. You know what this is, Rudy, don't you? Don't know what this is? It's like your generation. NFT. Look, you can buy and sell these things. Look, Steph Curry just bought the sad monkey. Look at that. Steph Curry, the Board 8. That's what it's called. And it was $180,000. All it is what you see right there.
He bought that.
He bought it.
The
The
what do you call it?
digital
The
rights,
property.
so to speak.
Yeah. You can also like buy scenes
Yes.
and YouTube moments or
Correct.
like somebody could buy like when you and I say
Yes.
something, they can buy that moment.
Well, no, we would own the rights to that. They would have to purchase it from us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We own the copyrights.
Right.
But like we can sell a moment. Okay, so look, Board 8 sold back in May for 0.68 Ethereum, and now it's worth $180,000. I get it, but it's like I don't.
So, because we're not.
Because we're old. Or
Yeah.
older.
Like pansexual.
We are pansexual. Are we? What does pansexual mean?
I don't know. I'm trying to learn all this stuff.
Can you Google what pansexual is? I don't know all those terms.
That's what let's learn right now.
Let's learn. Pansexual, not limited sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender identity. So pansexual means like you could have sex with.
An ottoman, or I don't know how. Like
Could be an ottoman.
an object.
No.
I think it's gotta be human.
Oh no, towards people regardless of their sex or gender identity. So you can like another.
But why is it not bisexuality?
You know, bisexual is. This says emotional attraction, romantic or emotional attraction toward people regardless of their sex or gender identity. Bisexual falls probably under the umbrella of pansexual. Because bisexual, you like men and women. This is saying you can like people if they don't identify as a man or a woman.
Yeah.
I think.
What's the binary one that they have?
Non-binary.
Non-binary.
Well, binary just means man or woman. Non-binary means, non-binary means you're gender fluid, gender queer. It's an umbrella term for identities that are neither male nor female. Right. You don't identify as a man or a woman.
Because when I was in Hungary, did I tell you about this? There was one girl that is non-binary,
Okay.
and me and this other girl, actress, was to meet this girl, and my actress friend said, "We're meeting them."
Yeah, you don't say that. You say they.
Right. So I go, "Oh, she's bringing a friend." She said, "No, it's just her." And then when we were walking to this place, she was like, "You know what I mean?" Explained it, and I didn't know, right?
Of course, I don't know.
And then when I saw her, I did a joke.
Oh,
and it
that's
didn't-
fine, Bobby.
What?
You said she, her, she, her.
Oh wow, you did. In the middle of telling it, you already violated her.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
exactly.
hey, fuck.
But when I
So
saw them, I said, "Hey, you guys,"
Funny.
right? And
Funny.
she's like, "No, what?" What I'm saying though is,
But hey, you guys, it's like saying, fucking, it's like saying, what's up? You don't mean what's up.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
Hey, you guys!
what I'm saying is, I want to learn. I have no prejudices. and I will accept whatever you are, whatever these new rules are,
Yeah.
these new things.
Okay.
I'm open to it.
Yeah, I just, it's so confusing. I'm sorry.
It's like I'm
How about
Elliot.
this? What's your name? I'm gonna call you your name. That's how I
Right.
feel. What's your fucking name? Because I'm gonna get confused and I'm gonna fuck up. You fucked up 4 times in
Yeah.
half a minute. If they go, Emily is gonna be there, and they are non-binary and gender fluid and pansexual
Yeah.
and so and so
Yeah.
something something, I'm gonna
So
go.
let's say I'm Emily.
Can't wait to see Emily.
Or then you see Emily. What do you say?
Hey Em, how are you?
I want you to say plural. Emily's.
Hey Emily's, how are you?
Oh, there we go.
Over with.
Right.
And then if
But
someone
there's a weirdness though.
no, and then I'm gonna refer to you by your name. If someone goes, what does she want? I go, Emily wants tacos.
Let's go to the name.
Go to the
Do
fucking.
you understand it's your generation?
Yeah, you guys fucking did all this shit.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm confused with it.
No, I'm.
Our generation, we don't, guys
Care.
like you and I. We care.
We don't care.
Yeah, I care.
I don't care. No, my point is, I don't care. Whatever you want to be, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want you to love it. I don't fucking care.
But I know we don't care.
So tell me your fucking name.
I know, but I still want to learn
I know.
the rule.
But we don't. But by the way, there's too many fucking rules. Look, go back one slide. Go back one slide. Look. Look. Click on that umbrella. It's like a fucking novel, dude. It's a novel. I don't know.
Right.
Queer,
So here we
fluid,
go.
poly, pan, other, bi, hetero flexibility, lesbia flexible, hetero flexible.
Yeah, I have to learn all of
Your name's fucking Emily.
it. No. All right.
No, I'm not saying I'm being open-minded. You're allowed to be whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't. The nuances are so fucking specific. I'm sorry.
Fluid. Let's zoom in a little bit.
Attraction was changes or might change over time.
What says heteroflexible?
That means
The
if
people
you can
who
touch
are
your toes.
usually attracted to people of genders different from their own.
But might occasionally be attracted to people of gender similar to their own. So maybe bi. It's called maybe bi.
bi.
That's the new one. Maybe bi.
I know, but just say bi.
No, no. Hey, no.
All right, I'm hetero. Flexible.
You're hetero flexible.
I'm not heteroflexible.
You can touch your toes and you fuck chicks. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Honestly, all it means to me is you can touch your toes and you fuck chicks.
Yeah.
That's hetero flexible.
Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm being serious when I say this.
Yeah.
I have friends who are gay. I have friends who are bi. I love them all. I
Yeah.
don't fucking
But let's read some more above. Zoom up above.
fluid attraction which changes or might change
Sorry.
over time toward people of various gender. This just means you haven't figured it out yet,
Yeah. People who are used. Okay. Homo.
or you have and you
Flexible.
don't and you want to.
And what's this? Veggie flex? What is this?
Vegetable flexible is somebody who eats veggie while they fuck. No, it's called lesbia flexible. People who are usually attracted to people of gender similar to their own, but might occasionally be attracted to people of gender different from their own. This is getting too specific.
Yeah.
That's called sometimes bisexual, maybe.
Yeah.
It should say sometimes bisexual, maybe, or maybe not. Again, you know what the end of this is? You're Emily.
Right.
You're fucking Emily.
They're Emily.
Emily sometimes fucks
And
girls.
that's Emily.
Sometimes Emily fucks guys.
Oh, but
Sometimes Emily fucks girls who wish that they were guys. Sometimes wishing they were fucking girls.
sometimes Emily will decide to be Chad.
Then say I'm Chad today,
Right.
and I'll go, hey Chad,
Right.
and then the Chad,
And Chad will be like, "What's up?"
whoa, Chad. But Chad will go.
I know it was
but
Emily yesterday, but I'm
And
Chad now.
Chad will go. And Chad will go. Don't call me he, even though I will go by Chad. And I go, right? I'm not going to call you a fucking he or they or them or she. I'm calling you fucking Chad
Right.
all day. I'm calling you
Let me
Chad.
ask you this though.
We should wear
How do
name
you
tags.
feel about it?
Huh?
I know this. I know that we're willing to bend and learn these new. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But how do you feel about it?
How I just said.
Do you really feel that way?
Of course. I don't care what you want to be because
What if they want you to care?
I don't care. I don't care about everybody. That's insane. I care about the people I know.
But if I'm Emily, I want you to care.
Emily, I barely fucking know you.
No, let's we're good friends, and I'm less flexible.
Okay.
Right? I want you. Do you care about it?
Whew.
No.
All right.
I want you to care. I think that's the problem.
Here's
with-
why.
that's
Why
the
do I
problem.
care about your sexuality?
Because I want you
That's
to.
the least important part of our friendship. conversations. We go to concerts together. We get high together. I care that we fucking hang out. I don't give a shit what kind of person you want to fucking suck and whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you like you don't what your generation is? You don't care, right? You hope people do their thing and be happy. I don't fucking.
Are you? You're heterosexual, right?
Yeah.
Are you anything else? Are you lesbian flexible
Maybe I could be.
or hetero-flexible? I mean,
Yeah, maybe I could be hetero-flexible.
because you might sometimes be attracted to women.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's
I
hetero-flexible.
might be heterosexual.
You are hetero-flexible. You're bisexual.
Okay, Amy, thank you for being about what?
You are. You're bisexual.
I'm hetero. I want to be hetero. That's you can't dictate what I am.
Listen, man.
I'm telling you who I am.
Listen up.
I'm hetero-flexible.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, good. Then I want you to accept that and be happy with that.
I would. You know what? I do accept this for everybody but you.
Why?
Because I don't accept you in my heart. No.
My mom again.
Oh, what did your mom say?
Always find a reason to smile. She said.
Well, let's write her again.
No, because I think she's confused about this one.
Please, Bob.
All right, let's do it.
Here we go. Ready?
Right.
The waves of time
The waves of time.
may shift the sands of our lives.
May shift. Wait, hold on. May shift.
The sands of our lives.
Shift. The sands of our lives.
But they will never take. But they will never take
They will never take.
our freedom. William Wallace. William Wallace. You have to end with a Braveheart quote.
Is that a real William Wallace quote?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Never take our freedom. No,
Okay, but
the
the thing that
end.
he said before.
That was just my head.
Oh. So the waves of time may shift the sands of our lives,
But
but they will never take our freedom.
By the way, that's gonna end on a fucking shirt somewhere.
Good night, Mom.
Oh, but also, will you write this to your mom?
No, that's
No,
okay.
please, please.
Okay, go
Will
ahead.
you write thank you for being a bad friend to your mom?
Okay, thank you for being. No, because she's no good. Okay.
I love your mom. Oh, we need to address two things real fast, and then we're done. One, Bobby is turning 50, but we can no longer have the party. You have to say it. The fans
We're
want
not
to.
having a party, but what we're gonna do is the winners are gonna do a Zoom call with us.
Yeah. Sadly,
Sadly,
the
not.
restrictions are making it so we can't.
Delta.
Fucking Delta.
Fucking Delta. Thank you so much for sending in the video submissions. You know, we've seen all of them. We saw.
We did
saw
watch a fuckload
a
of
lot of them,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate it. You know, it makes us feel good that you guys are
We appreciate
you.
you. And we're sorry that we can't have the party. It's no more party time. Rudy, now that you're back, you've got to end us again. Go look in your camera and say it, Mama.
Thank you for being a bad friend.
Welcome back. Nope.
All right.
Nope.
I'm gonna have to laugh. Hold on. Let me finish it. I gotta do this last one.
Sure.
For $20 off your Buffy comforter, visit buffy.co and her best. I got it right. Let me just say, it. Stop laughing, right? For $20 off. Hold on. For $20 off your Buffy comforter. Let me just do it.
Do it.
Please.
You can do
God,
it.
all right.
Powered by High Protein.
And some One Piece. Slapping it together. Thought I'd be done with this by now.
Approaching, and while seemingly coming to an end at some point, my mind has been consistently thinking of the future of One Piece and some of the matchups that could happen between the Straw Hats and other strong individuals in the One Piece world. Lately, though, one antagonist that I've been thinking of the most, which may be also the most important antagonist for Luffy in the story, is Marshall D. Teach, Blackbeard. So today, we will be discussing the potential matchups for the Blackbeard Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates, and I've tried my best to make some sort of correlation between the Straw Hats and the Blackbeard Pirates, since there seems to be an even number of Straw Hats to where there are Blackbeard Pirates. Now, some things of note here. Aokiji could be involved in the altercation. Also, Blackbeard could potentially get other crewmates, but I won't speculate too much on that because we have no idea who he would add to his crew. The other thing to take into consideration is if Yamato joins the crew or if Momonosuke or Tama join the crew. So I will take that into account towards the end of the video. However, most of these matchups will be from the core Straw Hats we have now and the core Blackbeard Pirates we have as well. But before we get into the video, I want you guys to do me a favor. If you have ever had a mother or father or both at the same time, I want you to hit that like button down below. And also while you're at it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Let's get into the video. So of course we can get the most obvious matchup out the way, and that of course is going to be Luffy and Blackbeard. We don't really have to discuss this too much, but I want to talk briefly just about the parallels between the two, because they have been set up since Jaya, all the way in the beginning of One Piece. Luffy and Blackbeard seem to have some similar ideals, but they are just the opposite people when it comes to how they are pushing those ideals. Blackbeard being someone that's more chaotic, more willing to do anything to accomplish his goals and to live his freedom. However, Luffy has some boundaries he's not willing to overstep, one of which, the biggest boundary that he will not break, and probably won't break throughout the rest of the story, is killing. He does not kill. This is something that Shanks instilled in him in the beginning of One Piece, telling him that needless killing is pointless. There's no point in killing people over minuscule things, and that's how he's been living his life. Whereas Blackbeard will do literally anything to get what he wants, and that definitely...
But didn't one of Shanks' own crew get the first confirmed kill in the show?
Ways, but also so very different in others. I think it's very poetic for them to fight, and even though we already know these two are going to clash at some point, it's still nice to talk about. So the next matchup I'm going to bring up is another kind of obvious one, and that
Aokiji
is
and
matchup. And of course, it's going to be Jesus Burgess.
Okay. I thought it'd be obviously Aokiji against Robin.
Jesus Burgess is somebody that is strong enough to give Frankie a challenge, but not too strong to where he would overpower him. He is the helmsman of the Blackbeard Pirates, and he has a really cool nickname. His nickname is Champion, which is really funny because a lot of people in the community seem to, crap on Jesus Burgess, but I think that Jesus Burgess has got a bad rap because he fought a very powerful individual being Sabo during Dressrosa. But the fact that this guy is a wrestler, and we have Frankie, and we've seen Frankie German suplex people before, I think it would be super awesome if these guys had a fight that really looked like a pseudo wrestling match between two men. I mean, what gets more manly than two burly, big-chested guys just completely wrestling each other? And I just know that Frankie and Jesus Burgess have the potential to have one of the coolest matchups that we've seen in One Piece, period. I can't wait to see these two guys throw down with each other. I also want to make an honorable mention because...
All right. And yeah, man, that is going to finish off this video, man. We got half of this page down in the last couple of streams, so that's cool. And yeah, enough time to actually render it all out and do all of that. So this is cool. This is great. Yeah, man, that's gonna be it. I'm G Mr. Drew, at G Mr. Drew on all social media. Follow, like, and subscribe. gmrdrew.art, my website. Link is in bio. Regardless of whether you're watching this on Twitch, Patreon, or YouTube, you can find my website. You can contact me through there. And yeah, man, I just want to thank everyone for watching Andrew Glowczewski Experience episode 251. Just studying these firearms, aka props, tools, and things like that, and getting a whole bunch of interesting textures and shapes and stuff like that. And anything and everything that deals with these vents in order for the heat to breathe, as well as the grips in order for the actual things to be, these weapons actually be used. It's all very interesting getting those textures out, having a lot of fun with them. But anyways, I'm running out of time here, man. I got a schedule to keep. Love it, right? Anyways, love y'all. Peace.